All right, everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. This will be episode 11 of our No Man's Land series. So, hopefully everyone is doing very well today. Um, yeah, welcome back. Well, if you look at our field to the left there, actually, let's go take a look at it. We are finally ready to harvest. We are finally ready to harvest. Very excited because yeah, it took 11 episodes, but we're ready to cut some grain today, and I'm really excited. Very, very excited. It was a long road, it feels like, to get to this point. And okay, so I did a few things. I did a few things off camera. I was kind of just figuring out kind of the best way to get set up for the rest of this year and kind of like what was the best route. So, I bought this little trailer. I bought this little trailer for the little tractor to kind of haul around these bales. So I'll cut loose of that because we're gonna go hook up to some water, and I'll kind of explain what I can almost guarantee is going to have to happen. Well, we'll just wait and see. Actually, I think I might have to move those bales to get this water to go in there. But okay, so I did a couple things off camera. I'll go through basically everything. I was just trying to get set up so that like this would all go down good. So I fast forwarded time just a little bit. Um, Not really fast forward. Like I slept through. I was checking the stores. There's actually, let's check the store. There's nothing good in the store. Nothing that we need. Nope, nothing that we need. Actually, I didn't check it this last time. But yeah, it was like April or May when we were kind of in last. I got everything set up, and then what I did is yeah, I wanted to sleep tonight because I wanted to have this next episode where we did harvest. Let's just fill this real quick. There we go. And like I just wanted to sit and kind of think through like with our money and how everything was going to work in kind of like the next little bit, and I'll go through what I kind of. There's kind of like a weird spot on the ground there that I want to fix, but in time. I'll kind of go through everything that we did. So actually, let's go. No, let's go like this. Yeah, okay, here's our money tab right now. So June, this was kind of like the last thing I did. Um, just before like I hopped off when I was off camera. So new vehicles, 1,400 bucks. That's what this little trailer, the little bale trailer that we had there, I bought. 1,400 bucks. I thought it was pretty cheap. It'll haul those bales around for the sheep, and then also it'll be a good little one that I can run up and back to the store to get seed and stuff like that whenever the time comes. But for now, it'll just be hauling around square bales and kind of any other little miscellaneous stuff around the farm. Basically, it was 1,400 bucks and no big deal. So sold vehicles. Okay, so what did I sell? I sold our baler and our old set of windrowers. They basically were 11 grand each. Yeah, so 22 grand. Here's our normal vehicle kind of monthly leasing stuff. That's where we purchased the land. So this was like our normal leasing costs. Our leasing cost now is this isn't going to be consistent every month, but that's what it's going to be for this month because I leased a few new pieces of equipment and I'll go through that. The only other thing I kind of did off camera is I sold basically the last like large load of wood that we're going to get on this land. There's our loan interest. We still owe 90 grand. We're at 114. That's basically that's the money in a nutshell of kind of what I did off camera. So, okay. What did I lease? I'm going to drive out to it just because why not? But what I did is I leased a new tractor, a different tractor. I guess it is new. Um, because I wanted to get one that was going to be able to handle mowing this big section out here a little bit easier. And I kind of tested it just before I hopped off the game yesterday when I was playing. And it's this tractor right out here. I know I could have just tabbed to it, but it's a little funner this way. So it's this Massey Ferguson. I went in the store. Let's go to our leased equipment. Yeah, I don't want to click on any more. Okay, so it's this tractor. And what I did is it's a medium tractor that I put the biggest engine in it that I could. Which, let me go. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Put the biggest engine in it could. That's all the mods that I did to it. It got it up to 200 horse. And I think this thing was sitting at like 80 grand, something close to that. And I thought, you know what? I'll lease it and I'll just try it out just to see, because that's like the cheapest way that I could get kind of like a bigger tractor, and it wasn't gonna cost like a whole bunch. The amount to lease a new tractor, a large one, is like they're like 230 grand. It was just insane. Take a little drink of coffee there. So I decided to lease this. My plan was, I was like, look, if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna return it and kind of reset the money. I'm just gonna test it quick, and it works good. You know, pull these hills. It runs around and it mows at like 22 kilometers an hour, which we might be able to get to that today. Yeah, maybe we might be able to do that. Maybe if I put a time lapse of something in. I don't know. All just kind of depends. So the reason I did that is because like I do have the lease to own mod on. And what I think I'm gonna do after this because this cuts fine, like it does really, really well. These mowers that we have, they're not the best ones in the game, but they do pretty good. So I'm thinking, methinks that I'll probably end up buying those mowers that we have leased. Probably that's kind of what I'm toying with. After this big main harvest, like at the end of this year, once we get this field cut and I get to see how much kind of cash we get from, essentially like a perfect plant. I think this is like, yeah, 98% yield bonus. And if we have these fields at 98%, how much grain are we going to get off it? How many bales are we going to get off of it? And if we sell it at kind of the peak time, because we're not scraping for cash, we can wait till the peak time. We'll see exactly what these fields are going to do for us. Once that's all said and done, hopefully, if I can just keep doing silage bales for the rest of this year, get another crop, maybe probably another round of barley put in. I think I'm just going to do another round of barley. Why not? And then we'll do a big sell again in January. Take all the bales and everything, and literally see how much cash we're sitting with. And hopefully, I'm really hoping we'll be able to pay off that loan. Hopefully we'll be able to pay off that loan. Then that way I can start hiring some people to help out, and it'll give us the option to eventually take out another loan. Animals are looking good. Maybe they need one little more bale in there. There we go. Let's go check out the boys. Did you walk away from me? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna feed Freckles quick, and then I'm gonna take you up to the store, because I did lease a harvester and headers. Let's just tap to it. Yep, this Massey's pretty good. It pulled those hills really good. Alright. This is it. Character looks funny. Oh, let's fire this bad boy up. And so, at least this is quite a small set of headers, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Oh well, we don't got that big of fields. We can just struggle through it for now, because I didn't want to get anything expensive for harvesters. I wanted to get a decent one. I think this will hold 5,000 liters of grain. I didn't want to get anything too expensive, because basically we're just renting this just to cut this field. Because I don't want it to sit. I don't want it to sit at the house for a year doing nothing. we have enough money that we could buy this. This thing would be 55 grand brand new. And I think the headers would be about 30. I think these are 28. So like we could buy this. And we would be down, you know, to our last, I don't know, so what's that set? We'd be like sitting around 50 grand, which would be fine. But like we only use this thing once every 6 months at this point, really. I think just for this first cut, I'm not gonna buy one just yet. We're just gonna lease it, call it good. There's a supermarket that's going in. Looks like they gotta do a little bit more work around there just yet, but that's going in. I think too, in one of these next episodes, maybe episode 12, what I'm gonna do is, instead of doing like kind of like farm roleplay aspect, I might bring you in and we might just kind of do like a businesses day, if you will, where we go around and we, you know, we'll build some of the town, we'll do some of the, because we're gonna have to put some new factories and stuff in, and I downloaded some new mods, just some different kind of buildings and such. It can be kind of be fun to do. Could put some houses in. Maybe we could go around and set up a couple farms. I kind of went out and I have another farm that I was kind of just building just for the roleplay aspect, but we could go around and set some stuff up. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited that we got this. We're headed back to do some harvesting. Should unfold this bad boy, get it ready to go. Let's make sure. No, we should be dropping slots. But yeah, we basically have no more trees to cut down. Like there's a bunch of small trees or smaller trees, but they're not really gonna move the needle too much. I think it'll be a bit of a waste of time to go sit and cut them down. Well, it's just because I cut my field a little weird here. All right, folks, we did it. We did it. We are about to cut this field of barley. I'm gonna have a little sip of coffee here. I'm just going to there we go. We're dropping the swath. Unbelievable. I'm actually excited to put grain in our silos. Even though those silos, I mean, the health food inspector might come out and we might get a little bit of a fine for putting stuff in those silos. That one. You can just see it falling over from here. But there we go, folks. We did it. We're cutting grain. Right on. Well, you know, I'm pretty proud of our little farm here that we built. Built with love. Built with love, and a couple swear words off camera that you guys didn't hear, but built with love. We got freckles. The only thing that I don't like, that I think they definitely screwed up on with this game, like 100%, is you can only have one dog. Like what? Like if you go try to put another doghouse down, like it wouldn't let me. It's like, no, you can only get one dog. Like what? You gotta get your friend a friend. Everybody knows that. I get that you can't have like 300 dogs, which would be sweet dog farm. I don't know. There'd probably be some uproar against that. People farming dogs. It's not really that fun. But you should be able to have 2 dogs. You should be able to have 2 dogs. What I'm hoping though, like what I'm really hoping, is that we're able to She doesn't turn that good. The old New Holland here doesn't really. She doesn't turn on a dime. That's okay. Amazing. Amazing. Although we might have to. I think we're gonna have to do something a little different here on this next pass. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm hoping we can I hope we get a decent amount of money from this. And I hope that we could start upgrading the farm a little bit, you know? Getting some new things put in. Maybe get like a nice little barn or something for the bales. Nice little bale barn. Or maybe kind of like a different, not like a shop, but maybe like a little bit of a different shed. Some sort of like a lean-to for the equipment, something like that. If we keep, we're pretty set up now to really hammer out silage bales. We're definitely really set up for that, which is sweet because we have so much land. Well, yeah, we have 2 plots, but I mean we have so much land that we can cut and bale grass. Like, we should be able to just hammer silage over the next few kind of months. We should be able to, at least. Oh, we're full. We are full. Okay, we gotta... We're gonna have to go like this, though. Because we can't... Oh. Have to go like that, I think. There we go. Yeah, we should be able to hammer silage and like make some good money now that we're set up with the fast balers. We got that mower that'll mow really good, the windrowers that are just super wide. Yeah, we got crop destruction on. So I'm gonna turn to the side here so we can make sure we don't run over nothing. I'm actually surprised I didn't at any point kind of just get mixed up in what I was doing and drive across a field. Very surprised. Knowing me, get doing something and drive across the field. Look at us go. Who'da thunk? But also, I kind of want to figure out too, what we should focus on. I'm just gonna get this harvester kind of set back up. Can bring that pipe back in. I kind of want to really figure out what we're gonna do. I guess it'll depend on how much we get off this barley. I don't know. Another reason why I didn't want to buy this harvester, even though we got a really good seeder, I was thinking should we focus on a different crop potentially? You know? I just don't know. I just don't know if we're gonna cut, because I want to cut and make some big new fields now that we got some land. I want to kind of sit and plan that out. Maybe go into flight mode and just figure out. I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, we're gonna have to probably adjust this field. Or I guess what we could do is cut that frickin' tree down, get it out of our hair. But I want to go through and I want to figure out some new fields and get everything sorted kind of in that sector of how we're gonna lay the farm out, and I'm trying to think of like future-proofing the farm because I don't want anything to. And I'm sure it will happen, but I would hope to like not have to change a bunch of stuff in the future because we didn't think about it. Because I really want to stick with sheep as much as I can and see how that works out. Because really, the sheep are pretty easy to deal with. We got food set for them for a while now. They're pretty easy to deal with. But I just wonder what grain we should really focus on. Maybe we could just stick with barley. We'll just be barley silage sheep farmers. Yeah, yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. I'm excited for that tractor because it should last us a good little bit having that nice decent tractor. 200 horse should last us pretty good. I would love to get set up with those other big mowers, those really wide ones that'll windrow and mow. Oof. They're like, I think they're like 160 grand or something like that. I think. And I had tested that, just kind of on a different account. I had kind of got like a testing account where I can go in and try different stuff, so I don't have to be like swapping and doing a bunch of tests on here and like fixing money and stuff like that. And I tested those like big mowers with the big windrowers. And yeah, the little tractor that we had would not. He would not do it. But I don't know exactly. I guess I could have figured it out. I could have sat and I could actually read it. Read the horsepower and like kind of calculated it for what we'll need. I'm just trying to figure out what I've been thinking about is how I'm gonna build fields around those rocks. I kind of think that I'm gonna do a big field on the top of the one hill on our other plot. If I open this map a little bit bigger there, like if you can see plot 27, and then there's like that plot of trees that's kind of in the middle, almost to like the middle upper right. I was thinking about doing a field up and behind there because it's pretty flat. I could almost do it perpendicular to how these fields are laid out. These are kind of laid out in like a linear north to south fashion. That one would be, I'm thinking, more east to west. And getting another big grain field up there. It's kind of what I was thinking, but let's get that off there. Unreal. Unreal. Yeah, I was gonna maybe do a time lapse of this. Maybe I'll do a time lapse of the other field. Just because I guess it is a little bit boring, but look at us. Unreal. Very pumped. Yeah, and hopefully we can get that new sheep barn at some point. But I don't really know how the sheep will work out. Like, I gotta do some research and figure out when's the best time to sell them. Because I don't really know anything about sheep. Yeah. Yep. She's a pretty smooth operation around here, I'd say. Right. Okay, so we got 10,741 liters off of that field. So Okay, which way are we? Oh man. We're doing it. We're doing it. Do we have to back into that thing? I bet you we do. Okay, wait. Let's... Which way are we unloading here? Tipping back. Oh. Back up this trailer here, if I can. We are filling the silos. Nice. Oh. Also, if you guys didn't know that, that's another tip. If you're playing on PC and you hit tab, you can tab through your equipment, right? Okay. I don't know if people knew this, but anyways, if you tab and you're like, oh, I wanted to get into this one, but you tab and you go one too far, if you hold shift and you hit tab, it'll go back rather than having to tab through the rest of your equipment. I don't know. I don't know if you knew that. Also, another one, I'm just going to show you real quick. This is a mod that you can get, but say you have a whole bunch of equipment and you got like a really big farm operation. This is another mod that you can get. If you look down in my bottom right hand near where the fuel gauge and like the speedometer is and stuff like that, there's a mod that you can get called parked vehicles, and if I hold control and I push T, you see how that little kind of like don't disturb circle with the line goes through it. If I push Control T again, it goes on there. So what I've done when that's on is I've parked the vehicle. So now if I tab through, it's not going to go back to that tractor we were just on. It'll tab to this tractor, to this tractor, to the combine, back to my truck. And so you literally would have to get out, go back to this tractor. If I push Control T again, now that it's unparked, you can tap back to it. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know if that helps, but there you go. It's a nice little, it's a handy mod when you've got a whole bunch of equipment. But okay, well, so what I think I'm gonna, there's my phone beeping. What I think I'm gonna do here is I'm probably gonna put in a little bit of a time lapse of us cutting this next field, and then I'll hop back in when we start baling. Um, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna finish off the episode. I'll probably just finish the episode here because I'm just looking at the time right now. This is basically getting kind of to our timeline with these episodes. So I'll finish this episode off with a little bit of a time lapse of us, baling or cutting the rest of this field, and then maybe what I'll do too is I'll keep filming when I start baling it, and I might add that into the time lapse, just depending how long it is, and I'll see when I go to edit it. But um, yeah, and I'll sign off at the end of the time lapse too, and thank you guys for being such a bunch of beauties. But we did it. If you really were here from the beginning and you watched it all the way through, please leave a like or a comment just saying like, I was there. I was there when 30 Horse in a Dream first came into the picture. Okay, guys, a little bit of a time lapse, and then I'll say bye to you. All right, folks, we are back. I'm stoked, I'm stoked. We got our fields cut, which is pretty awesome. I'm just gonna go ahead here. I'll get everything baled up. I got these set to 150 centimeter bales, so I don't know exactly. We're not gonna get a ton of bales off these two kind of smaller fields, but yeah, I'll go through here. I'll get this all baled up. Yeah, I'll probably just call the episode there. I mean, it's not really going to be much more that I'll get done today anyways. Like I said, I'm going to bail these fields, get the bales pulled off. I'll probably go back over and finish cutting, like mowing that other kind of our bigger side over there, and windrow and bale. It's going to be the same routine, but we'll just keep going, keep kind of stacking some money up, and hopefully get some more sheep. That's kind of what's going to be in the future. I want to get more sheep, and yeah. So thanks again for watching, and I appreciate it like always. If you can always hit that like and subscribe for me, I really appreciate it. If not, it's no big deal. And make sure to leave a comment on what you think about the farm so far. Yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one.